Question number 1 in level 3. Whom did Laban give to Jacob in marriage first? He gave him his elder daughter Leah first. He gave him his elder daughter Rebekah first. He gave him his elder daughter Esther first.
He gave him his elder daughter Leah first.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, that sounds like the correct answer to me. And we're looking at Genesis 29:23. But when the evening came, he took his daughter Leah and brought her to Jacob, and Jacob married Leah. Very good. Moving on to question number 2 in level 3. Name Rachel's sons and if they have a meaning of their names. Dan, which means judge, Naphtali, which means wrestling, or Gad, which means fortune, and Asher, which means happy, or Mandrakes and Reuben, which we do not know the meaning of.
I'm gonna choose Dan, which is judge, and Naphtali, which means my wrestling.
Okay, let's take a look if that's the correct answer. So present in the book of Genesis, chapter 30, verses 6 and 8, and Rachel said, God had judged me and had also heard my voice and had given me a son. Therefore, she called his name Dan. And Rachel said, with great wrestlings I have wrestled with my sister and I have prevailed, and she called his name Naphtali. So yes, you are correct. Moving on to question 3 in level 3. Who told Jacob to leave Laban's household? God, Leah, or Rachel?
I'm gonna go with God.
God? Are you sure?
Yes.
Sure. The answer in Genesis 31:3 says, of your fathers and to your relatives I will be with you. Then the Lord said to Jacob, go back to your land. Very good. Moving on now to question number 4 in level 3. Why did Jacob divide his possessions and people in 2 companies? In case Esau attacked him, so some could escape, in case Laban would attack him and some could escape, or in case Abraham attacked him and some could escape.
In case Esau attacked him, some could escape.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, let's take a look at the answer. So the answer is present in Genesis 32:11. Save me, I pray, from the hand of my brother Esau, for I am afraid he will come and attack me, and also the mothers with their children. So yes, you are correct. He was trying to escape the wrath of Esau.
Cain spent all of his efforts justifying what he was doing, and Cain didn't really sacrifice anything at all. He gave God something he didn't really need or care about, and God knew it, but God wasn't cruel or harsh to Cain. Instead, God gently showed Cain that the straw wasn't an appropriate sacrifice by causing it to smolder instead of burn. Instead of seeing God's action as the loving reminder that it was, Cain became angry and lashed out at his only brother. Cain didn't listen to God, even when God tried to show Cain his mistakes. Cain refused to listen. He lashed out at his brother instead of opening his heart to God. And when God asked him what had happened, Cain made one last attempt to deny everything he'd done. Am I my brother's keeper? He shouted desperately before finally realizing his responsibility for everything that had happened to his brother.
We're back with Adam, and now he's moving on to level number 4. Adam, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's take a look at your first question in level 4. Your question is, what was the name of Rachel's last son? Benjamin, Israel, or Emmanuel?
Benjamin.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, Adam, let's take a look. Genesis 35:18 said, and she breathed her last, for she was dying. So she named her son Ben-Oni, but his father named him Benjamin. Very good. Moving on to question number 2 in level 4. Who was left behind while Joseph's 10 brothers went to Egypt? Benjamin, Reuben, or Simeon?
Simeon.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Let's take a look if your answer was correct. Genesis 42:4 says, but Jacob did not send Benjamin, Joseph's brother, with the others because he was afraid that harm might come to him. So actually the one who was left behind was Benjamin.
God saved Noah and his family, but everyone else died in the flood. That's really hard to think about. Why did God send a flood? What does this tell us about God's holiness? What is the sign that God made with the people? God flooded the world because he was so angry at all of the sin. He asked Noah to build an ark to save people who believe on what he said to Noah. After the flood waters went down and Noah's family and all the animals would leave the ark, God made a promise to Noah. He promised Noah that he would never again destroy the whole earth with a flood. Then he did something to remind Noah of that promise. He placed a rainbow in the sky and he said to Noah, "I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be a sign of the promise between me and all life on earth." God said that every time he saw the rainbow, we would remember the promise that God made.
So, congratulations, Adam. You still passed 3 levels, which means that you reached the $100 level. Adam, you won with us $100 on this game show. So thank you to our participant, Adam, for playing with us, and thank you to all our viewers. See us next time for another game, Are You Sure?